Hello all, welcome to FA Learn Hub Infinite Learning. So today our section is Lean and Aid Waste. So it's a basic awareness section. If you have more knowledge on Lean and you are try to increase on that one, it may not be suit for you. It's basically this section is for entry level people who are ready to learn about basic things of lean manufacturing or lean concept and what are the 8 waste mentioned on lean or it's part of lean. So agenda of this training or this awareness program is to give definition of lean, a brief history or principles of lean, definitions of MUDA, 8 MUDA in lean and with a practical example, benefits of lean implementation. So these are the agenda of this training. So, basically, what is lean? Lean is a systematic approach to eliminate waste. Eliminate waste from manufacturing means it will be lean manufacturing. So, but lean is not limited to manufacturing alone. It can be applicable for service industries or any kind of industries also. So, basically, lean is a systematic approach to eliminate waste from our business process. That will be more accurate definition. Okay. So, a lean thinker can identify waste in every process or every step in your organization, and he or she can eliminate it systematically. So, basically, this lean is developed at Toyota Motor Corporation in Japan. Okay. So, there are 5 principles of lean. So, if we go with first principle, it's define the value from the perspective of customer. So, how we need to define the value. So we have to deliver a product with the right quality on time, optimum price. So that is the value of our product or service. The second thing is we have to map the stream. So we have to create a value stream map. So what it means, from order to delivery or raw material to finished goods. We have to categorize or we have to categorize all the activities, whether it is value added or non-value added with respect to customer. So we have to create a mapping system from start to end, which is our value added activities in between that. What are the non-value added activities in between that? So that is called value stream mapping. And third thing is create a flow. So we have to create a flow of materials or information or work with a smoothly from top to bottom. So that is the third step, create a flow. Then establish a pull. So pull in the sense all activity or the trigger should be coming from customer. So what are the changes? What are the requirement? Everything should be coming from the pull should be coming from customer. The next thing is pursue perfection. So perfection is not a single time thing. It has to be coming from continual improvement. Should be continuous part of journey. So these are the 5 principles of lean. So define the value stream mapping, create a flow, establish pull, pursue perfection. And next, what is mean by MUDA? MUDA is nothing but MUDA is a Japanese word. So you can see. And English translation is nothing but waste. Any activity that does not add value to customers. So that is called a waste. Waste in the sense in lean waste. So that means this activity consumes resource in different manner, but this activity create not create any value, then that can be called as a muda or a waste in lean. So as per lean, there are 8 mudas are there. In the sense, 8 wastes are there. One is defect, second one is overproduction, third one is waiting, fourth one is non-utilized talent, and transportation, inventory, motion, extra processing. So these are the 8 waste in lean manufacturing or lean concept. So it is called downtime. So each waste first letter is combined, and we are telling that downtime. So defects D, overproduction O, waiting W, non-utilized talent N, transportation T, inventory I, motion M, extra processing E. So this is combined and we are telling that for understanding, we are telling that downtime. So these are the 8 MUDAs in lean. So we'll go one by one. So first waste, first MUDA is defect. So what exactly a defect? So as per lean, if a product or a service is not meeting a requirement of customer at first time, then it can be called as a defect. So for example, consider I am a PCB manufacturer. I have delivered 100 PCB to my customer. After that, I got a customer complaint from my customer, like my PCB contains some defect, maybe called delamination or some other kind of defect is observed. If customer is observed, then that can be called as a defect waste or defect model. Or I am conducting a training. My training program is not covered all topics what I offered, then that can be a defect. So this is definition or an example of defect. So how we manage this one? So sorry, how it is affecting. So if we want to, if in the case of PCB, if we want to replace that PCB, we need to return back that one. So that warranty claim has to do. So for return back, there is cost, time, manpower, everything will be affected. If we want to rework, again it will be affected. If we can't do rework, we need to scrap it. The waste generation will happen, and it everything will cause customer dissatisfaction. So that is the effect of defect waste. So next thing is overproduction. So overproduction is nothing but producing more than what is required by customer or earlier than needed. So what it means, for example, again, I'm giving an example like consider I am a PCB manufacturer. So my I got an order from my customer, 11 PCBs they want in some date. So consider date is 24th Jan 2026. Okay. So, but as a manufacturer, irrespective of reasons, I have manufactured 14 PCBs. So maybe PCB is manufacturing a panel. So panel should contain 14, means we need to manufacture 14 numbers. But that extra three numbers are still waste only. So that will be considered as an overproduction waste. Or consider if it is a call center, calling customer multiple times just in case if this issue is closed also it's again we are doing some follow-ups without even request by customer. So that is also called as a overproduction. We are doing to customer if customer even if customer is not required that one. So that is called overproduction. So it will increase inventory, excess inventory and its cost and the space also. It will affect the space also, consume space also. So that is called overproduction. Third one is waiting. Waiting is nothing but wasted time when people or process are forced to stop due to delays. So how it tell? So for example, consider material delays from supply chain. For example, I am a manufacturer or consider I am a manufacturing industry. As per my project plan, Monday onwards, I need to start my assembly process. But before Monday, it means before Monday, all the material, BOM parts, bill of material parts should be available at company. But due to supply chain delay, I couldn't start my work. All people, all assemblers are waiting for my material. That is a delay, waiting delay. So consider a supermarket. Consider a supermarket which have five cashier or billing people. But one day, maybe today, two are leave. So because of two cashiers or two billing persons are leave, more queues at other three places. So that is another kind of waiting delay. Consider a call center. You have five agents or call attendees are there or they are on leave. So because of that, customer while connecting my customer, it is customer is getting more queues. So because five people are at a time or one day leave, because of that, customer need to wait or they are in queue. So this is a kind of waste, which is called waiting waste. So what is the effect? Basically, effect is nothing but it is affecting the project plan. It is affecting the overall delivery. If it is a case of call center, customer dissatisfaction, they need to wait on queues. So that is the after effect or effect of a waiting delay or waiting waste. Next waste is non-utilized talent. Non-utilized talent is nothing but it's a waste of people's skill, knowledge, ideas, or creativity by not using effectively. So, in the sense, consider I am a person, I have all leadership skills with me, but still I am working as a no leadership roles. My management or my manager or my superior is not identified my leadership skills and assigned to that kind of task. So in such situation, that skill is not utilized by organization, then it is called a non-utilized talent. So any industry, it may happen. So what is the effect of that one? So skilled employees are can solve problems very faster. So that value or that is not utilized by organization that is affecting the customer. So that is called a non-utilized talent. Next, five, transportation. So transportation waste in the sense any unnecessary movement of materials, parts, or products between processes that does not add value to customer, then that can be called as a transportation waste. So, for example, more material movement due to poor factory layout. So, I can give one more example. Consider a PCB manufacturing sector. So, in between two processes, there is something called an AOE inspection. So, but because of the factory layout, every time operators are moving these materials from one place to another place that will be very distant from places, and again it has to return back. So it has multiple time operator need to move material from one place to another place, and again another place to another place. So because of poor factory layout, that is one example. And if it is a call center, if customer issue is moved across several teams before resolution, even though if one team could have handled it. So if there is a possibility or even one team can handle one issue, customer issue, but they are moving because of irrespective of reason, they are moving or transferring the call to another department and then again another department. So that is a kind of transportation waste. So in first case, if we think about it is probably one of the best. It will increase the risk of damage. So because we are handling so much. So if it is more handling means there is a risk of damage is more. And next thing is, if it is second case in a call center, longer resolution time. If it is more, our call is connected to one team, and in that call is again transferred to another team to resolution, and that team also not able to do, they move to another team. So that means it will increase the longer resolution time. So that is also affect the customer dissatisfaction is the basic fundamental effect of that. Then next one is inventory. So inventory is nothing but is having if it is having a more raw material, work in progress or finished goods than what is actually needed or what is the customer requirement at the time. So, for example, one second. I got an order from my customer to machine some product, and my requirement is 2000 kg aluminium. But my MOQ, I have purchased 6000 kg aluminium rod because my MOQ, minimum order quantity from my customer or sorry, my supplier or vendor is 6000 kgs minimum. So in such situation, maybe I will purchase 6000 kg. So that is a inventory, extra inventory. So irrespective of MOQ or we may expect more production orders from same customer. That will be a reason. But still, irrespective of reason, if you are purchasing extra inventory, then it can be called as an inventory waste. How it will be affected? So it will be affected. Money is tied up with stock and storage of space, handling, insurance, damage, everything will be affected because of inventory waste. Next thing is motion. So motion is nothing but any unnecessary movement of people that does not add value to product or service, then it can be motion. So difference between transportation and motion is transportation is something but unnecessary movement of materials or product between process that that is not add value to customer. Here in motion, motion is nothing but in same workstation, if people are spending more time or spending time for unnecessary activities for searching tools, searching records, documents, or they are bending because of poor layout or doing loose talks in office time. These are not part of motion. So what it will happen if there is a situation inefficiency of human resource handling or effort for searching, longer call. So longer call handling time. So for example, if it's a call center, agent switching between multiple systems for screen to find out customer details. So that is an example. So in such situation, longer call handling time will happen. So this is a example for motion. Next waste is extra processing. So extra processing is nothing but I'm doing more work what is required by customer. So for example, my product if ESS test is not requested by or as a customer requirement ESS is not required. So I don't want to do ESS, but if I'm doing ESS, that is an extra task I'm doing over inspection. My customer is asking IPC 6012 class 2 PCB means I have to give class 2 only. I don't want to extra care about class 3 to deliver class 3 or I need to do over inspection on that one. So we don't want to do extra processing for the customer. If something is I am doing that is not required by customer, then that can be called as an extra processing. So what will be the effect? Effect is more time consumption. If it is doing different kind of environmental test, maybe material will damage. If that is not required, not desired, means material may damage. So that will happen. That is also will affect the customer dissatisfaction. So these are the 8 waste. So next thing is if we go with lean, we need to ask what is basically lean. Lean is nothing but I need to eliminate waste in a systematic approach. So that is lean. So if we eliminate, there are 8 kind of wastes are there. If we eliminate this 8 kind of waste, so this 8 kind of waste may not be applicable for all industries. It will be case to case manner. Type of industries they can select or they can understand their process and then they can identify waste from this eight kind of waste, then they can start a process for eliminate this waste. Once we eliminate this waste, what will happen? So the basic benefit is customer satisfaction. How? By right quality of the product or a service, or right quality or on time delivery of product or service, or right price. So optimum price what we offer. So we need to offer. So that is the benefit of lean. Okay. So that's all about that. This is a very basic awareness section. That's all. If you have some questions, we can discuss here. If you are interested in this kind of topics, kindly subscribe our YouTube channel and visit our website. Link of the website is mentioned on video description. Thank you. FA Learn Hub, Infinite Learning.